We're up the dam chasing big Murray cod using big lures, and it's winter time and it's becoming a more popular style of fishing, targeting big cod in winter. And what I want to talk about is just some of the key big lures that we use for Murray cod, for targeting those giant fish in the lakes and dams. And that's what I want to cover, just a few of the different types that we have success on. And first of all, I want to start with my favorite, which is big soft plastics. I absolutely love them. They work a treat. They're lifelike, realistic, and they're my go-to lure because they work and because they're easy to fish. So they're very simple, straightforward. You cast in, let them get to the bottom and slow roll them back. You can pause them, let them sink again, roll them back. They work in all situations. You don't have to worry if the fish are a bit spooky because they're natural, realistic, lifelike, and they work a treat. So soft plastics are one of my go-to. In terms of what to look for in a plastic, this one here is over 200 mil, so nice and big and chunky. And if it's too big for you to cast, or maybe you're missing hits and you want smaller fish, just shorten it up around that 150 mil mark up to 180 mil. But these here are the Ignite Cod Furies. So if you've followed us at all, if you've watched any of our other content, we live and breathe by these Cod Furies up in the impoundments. I've always got plenty on me, use them in the dams, cast them a lot. So this is the 220 mil Ignite Cod Fury, comes in a range of different colors. We've helped Ignite actually design these specifically for cod. We use them and we love them. They're actually available, and most of these lures here are all available on the Social Fishing store. These also come rigged on the Social Fishing store. If you're keen to know what we've actually got here, we've got a 5/8 of an ounce jig head, 7/0 hook, big treble stinger in the back here, and we custom rigged these. We've even got a front treble on there to help hook up to the fish. So they're the Ignite Cod Fury, big plastics. Another one here, this here is just another version, another soft plastic, a bit slimmer, a bit lighter, easier to cast. It's the Pro Lure XL Shad. Really, really tough material, really natural pattern. It's got this scale pattern, comes in a good range of colours. That there, rigged the same, is another soft plastic. Western shad teasers as well are another good soft plastic for big impoundment cod. Like I said, very easy to fish. You can fish them, on your flat grassy banks, you can fish them on your rocky banks. Another couple of lures here, spinnerbaits, really, really good. These are big mud guts, 1.5 ounce. The big guts model work really well. They're our go-to spinnerbait, but lots of spinnerbaits out there do work. You've got the big stinger hooks, range of colours. Big 1.5 ounce, you can troll ones about 2 ounce, but 1.5 is probably the go-to for targeting big cod in lakes and dams. And another version here, well, not a version, a similar style lure is a Mumbler. Works very, very well for big cod. They're really easy to fish. They're similar to a plastic, but you just get a lot more action out of them and you can really feel them under the water, but they sink similar and they get down there. This blade at the front here creates a really good vibration. Cod absolutely love them, a very good big cod lure that you should have. This one here is actually the Mud Guts Mumbler. Really, really cool lure, 1 ounce in size, perfect for the impoundments. Some more lures if you're keen on trolling. Big Hardbodies, still a genuine top cod lure for trolling, a really good go-to. We've been using a lot of these other styles of fishing with casting in recent years, but Hardbodies still work an absolute treat. This one here is a big 150 mil AC Invader. The AC range are absolute quality. There's a range of other big Hardbodies that do work well. Big Hardbodies for trolling, absolutely crucial. And always just a tip, upgrade your hooks to super sharp hooks, because when you're chasing these big cod in the dams, you need to have sharp hooks. So really good also in the summer when they're really active down on the rocky banks. Something that's become more and more popular, swimbaits. So I've got two here. We've got an AC swimbait and a Bunji Swimbait. There are hundreds of swimbaits on the market you can buy now. Lots of brands and lure makers are making them now, so you've actually spoilt for choice compared to 5 years back. These are just two that we like to use. This one's quite shallow. The AC Swimbait has one of the best actions I've ever seen. Heaps of joints in it, as you can see. Has a really good action. It sits nice and shallow, but you can get it deeper just by adding a bit of weight. And this is the Bunji Swimbait. It has a chin weight and has a little bit of weight. Add more to get it down. Really cool, realistic action under the water. You see they're all nice and big. These here are that 200 millish mark, 8 inch. A lot of them they come in the inches lengths, some of them. A little bit small, a little bit bigger, they all do work, but that there is the perfect meal size of a fish. Swimbaits we like using in not super steep waters, but maybe fishing in against timber, around structure, nice rocky points, areas that aren't too deep, maybe that fishing maybe 2 meters down to 5 or 6 meters in depth. You want to cast them out, let them sink, and then just roll them through. They do the work themselves. You can impart twitches and pauses. Really, really cool lures to use. And like I said, there's a range of them out there on the market. And last of all, top water. I've just got one here. There's a paddler, but wake baits also work really well. So this is a Leviathan, 175mm Gobsmacked timber lure. Has accounted for my PB cod of 1.30 m out of Blowering Dam, but really good lures. Paddlers create a lot of disturbance on the water, and in the dams that see a lot of pressure, wake baits are becoming our go-to lures because they snake across the top nice and quiet, but really good for fishing shallower waters or where those fish are hitting top water. So even in, you know, creek bids where these creek bays coming in and you got like a bank with steep rocky sides and, you know, standing trees and structure, the fish will come up in the dark and feed. Recommend using surface lures in those super low light periods and in the dark. That's a paddler, really key, good lure, and the wake bait is probably the #1 style to go with in the impoundments. And Gobsmacked have a exact same model lure version, just with a wake bait bib on it. It's called the Frankenstein. That is a very quick summary of big dam lures for targeting big Murray cod. So you've got your plastics, your spinnerbaits, your mumblers, swimbaits, hardbodies, and surface lures. They're the ones I would stick with. I've given you a quick range and a touch on them there. Now, all of these ones I've just presented to you and shown you, we actually do have them all on the Social Fishing store. As I said, most of them there, but all those models that I just talked about are available. We also have a whole heap of other freshwater lures designed for Murray cod and golden perch and all freshwater species. It's all on the Social Fishing store, and they're available at store.socialfishing.com.au. But they are the ones we use. Grab yourself some lures if you're keen on targeting big cod. One of these will do the trick. I hope you learnt something new from that video that you can take out on your next fishing trip. Now, if you're keen to see more videos and more fishing content, then make sure you have a look at the Complete Guide Lure Fishing series. It's an in-depth tutorial series that teaches you how to lure fish for Australian freshwater fish. It's got 10 series, over 50 videos, and a massive 26 hours of content. It's available to stream online, and it's also out on DVD. A few of the series include Murray cod and golden perch in rivers, Murray cod in dams, Murray cod on surface, trout in lakes and dams, and plenty more. It's all available at Social Fishing, www.socialfishing.com.au.